No, the negotiations for a second stimulus check and another stimulus package are not dead. On the contrary, we now have a new issue that lawmakers are negotiating on. We also have some clarity and confirmation about the extra unemployment benefits. So let's go over the latest status and timeline. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Finance Kit. As always, my name is Dion, and for those of you that are part of my community and you have already subscribed, welcome back and thank you very much. If you are willing to help today, make sure to hit the like button and share the video, please. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe this is your first time here, that is okay. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button right away. It doesn't cost you anything, and I will bring you daily stimulus updates and other personal finance tips in the future. I will also answer some of your questions at the end of this video, so stick with me. So just to clarify for everyone, the talks about your second stimulus check and the next stimulus package are not dead. We have not seen any news, comments, or interviews from the Capitol to support the thesis that negotiations are over. But a lot of people, and you, my viewers, are worried about the unemployment benefits as well, so I will start with those first. Quick reminder that President Trump signed an executive order last Saturday to extend the unemployment benefits. Originally, it was set to $600 from the CARES Act, which it now expired. The President's executive order called for $400 extra unemployment benefit until the end of January 2021. But because the states were supposed to cover 25% of that, or $100, it immediately backfired. It is now official that the extra unemployment benefits will be $300 funded by the federal government and an additional $100 which would be optional if the states can provide it to you. All that was solidified yesterday on Wednesday when the Department of Labor issued an unemployment insurance program letter to state agencies. That letter basically provided guidance on how to administer that extension of the federal unemployment benefits. The most important part of the letter confirmed that eligible Americans may only receive a payment of $300 per week, and it relieved states of the obligation to provide the additional $100 in unemployment benefits. So I'm curious to see how you view this situation. Do you see this as, wow, I was promised $400 from the president, now I will only get $300. Or I used to get $600, now I'll only get $300. Or maybe you think that $300 is better than nothing at this point. Let me know down in the comments, please. I truly hope that people are grateful for the extra money that they will receive, because keep in mind that the alternative was $0. And that is because without another stimulus package deal, well, the benefits expired. But the talks for another stimulus package and second stimulus check are not over yet. For sure, there is an atmosphere of uncertainty around Congress as negotiations for the next stimulus package have stalled. But we have another provision in the proposed bills that is causing some delays. Earlier this morning, during an interview with Fox Business Mornings with Maria, Trump accused Democrats of holding on negotiations by pushing for $3.5 billion for something that's fraudulent, as well as $25 billion for the post office. Now, we already knew about the post office funding being a controversial provision. Democrats want funding, Republicans don't. The president called USPS a joke. But what is it that is fraudulent, according to the president, that is now causing more negotiation delays? Well, what the president believes is fraudulent and should not get any funding is mail-in voting. Voting by mail has been a hot topic for the last few months, considering we have the presidential election in November, and well, we have a pandemic on our hands. So Democrats want to provide some funding to ensure safer voting, while at the same time, the White House is against that, arguing that it will cause more fraud in the upcoming election. Now, I will not go into details here with you about mail voting, but what I will do is post a separate video about the history of mail voting, the statistics about the fraud and all that. So make sure to subscribe because it will be coming out very soon. But what do you think? Should we allocate some funds towards mail voting at this stage? I mean, to be completely blunt, election day is in less than 3 months. If our politicians are trying to sort out voting right now, I think it's a little too late. That should have been done months ago. But yet again, we should have had a second stimulus check and another stimulus package months ago. So what do I know, right? With all that said, back to the timeline and when we can expect the next stimulus check. It has been a quiet week from the Hill, that is for sure. Not much has happened, which leads me to believe that lawmakers must be working very hard to finalize the details on the next stimulus relief bill. While there is always the possibility of this bill dying and millions of Americans not getting relief that they need, that's doubtful. There is a lot of pressure on both sides to get this package passed. And both sides continue to say that they're willing to negotiate. After all, the only thing left to finalize is how much funding each provision will get. But what is also very important and a very good news is the IRS is in a better position to get the checks out quicker than the first round, since they now have the infrastructure and the framework in place. Mnuchin confirmed that they are ready to start sending checks immediately as soon as the bill is signed. Tomorrow is Friday, the end of another week, and hopefully the day we see the next stimulus package signed and the second stimulus check approved. And as promised, I want to answer some of your questions. Thank you, by the way, for all the comments. I love reading through those and replying as much as I can. So the first question is from Deborah Davis, and her question is, are we getting a second stimulus check in August? The answer to that question, Deborah, depends on the date that the bill is signed. Mainly because the IRS will need a little bit of time to start making deposits and mailing out checks. If we see the bill signed within the next 7 to 10 days, then yes, some Americans will see a second stimulus check before the end of August, in my opinion. And another question, it is from James Fox, and I actually debated with myself if I should bring it up because the answer is too complicated. But I will keep it short for you guys, okay? James is asking, how is it the European countries can give monthly stimulus money and the most powerful country, the US, on the planet can't get it together for a second check? Well, you hit the nail in the head, James. I've brought this up before in my videos about the stimulus packages passed in Europe and Germany specifically. The simplest answer I can give you is each country decides what is best for them and how to proceed. The United States took a more broad approach of funding all kinds of provisions, including stimulus checks. But why the second check is taking so long is the $1 million question, or should I say $1,200 question. Currently, it is all blamed on political differences, which is shameful to me because people need financial help more than ever. So hopefully, this is a learning moment for everyone. For the people to do what is best in their powers to depend less on the government, and for our politicians to shift their focus more towards we the people. Thank you all for the questions. I love you and God bless. I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you're staying safe. Please hit the like button. And as you know, I have given you all the updates as soon as physically possible with working around the clock for you. As soon as we know more, you will see it right here on the Finance Kid channel. I want to say thank you if you have already subscribed to my channel. If not, make sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell notification because I will bring you all the updates as soon as they happen. I hope this video was informative and provided some value to you. If that's the case, like and share so more people can see it. Don't forget that down in the description you will find some other helpful links and other helpful videos. Thank you for pushing your financial mindset towards a better reality. Until next time, stay positive, master your finances, and take a good care of yourself and those around you.